All I'll say is this: nothing is going to come to you until you go for it. So if you're sitting back waiting on someone to notice how dope you are, it's not going to happen. I mean, you'll get noticed by some people, but the ones that are out doing stuff,
Right.
they don't have time to stop and look.
Right.
Right. So you might get an A&R that kind of tracks you for a while
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. But as far as the opportunities, you got to go get them.
Yeah.
So you got to go find sponsors. You got to go build relationships.
This is James Rousseau, a.k.a. Trig, and let me welcome you to the CoreLink Solutions Show. If you're an artist now and you're kind of teeter-tottering on, should I remain independent or should I seek out a label? What are some of the factors you think they should be thinking about in their decision tree?
I think it's good for every artist to be independent when they start,
Mm-hmm.
because then they can see what it's like doing it by themselves and build something and go through the process and just learn.
Yeah.
And then when things start heating up, and
Where would you put that on that matrix, on the heating up, on the XY?
I think right between the 30 to 70,000 is when things are starting to change.
Yeah.
And that's when you can kind of look at artists and go, let me see what else is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's really about knowing what their cadence has been, what
Yeah.
they've been doing. But that's when they start being really interesting to everybody.
That's good.
Not to everybody, but to people that know
Mm-hmm.
or that have been through the process before. And then from there, then you sign a deal. Then you take your catalog and build it and keep building.
Yeah.
And then eventually, man, your catalog is your retirement.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And that's your out. That's your. If you ever want to get out, you can leverage your catalog.
Yeah.
But if you don't own it, you can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can leverage, I guess, part of your publishing, but there's not much money in that. So, not in the early days. So, man, if you have 100 masters that are averaging 200,000 monthly listeners, I mean, there's money there.
Mm-hmm.
Or 300,000 or whatever it is. I mean, that's probably too many, but I'm talking about label size. But if you got that many songs, or you're an artist that's done a lot of music, man, you can do a lot. You can put out stuff here, there. You can leverage this part of your catalog and get a bag. You can do. Your options are endless.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's good.
If you're going to sign a deal, that's what they're going to do. They're going to want to net it with your catalog. So, when they give you an advance, and they open up their team to you, all I'll say is this: nothing is going to come to you until you go for it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're sitting back waiting on someone to notice how dope you are, it's not going to happen, right? I mean, you'll get noticed by some people, but the ones that are out doing stuff,
Right.
they don't have time to stop and look,
Right.
right? So you might get an A&R that kind of tracks you for a while or whatever, but as far as the opportunities, you got to go get them.
Yeah.
So you got to go find sponsors. You got to go build relationships. It's almost like you got to take a couple of days a week just to go have meetings and build.
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, work on music. Tuesday, Thursday, go out, meet people, connect with venues, do some research, figure out different places. Just do the legwork.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
Because you get to know your city.
That's good. That's good.
That kind of stuff excites me.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Good advice, man.